See how long this takes to update, shall we? Figured I'd head in and just give everybody a chance to come in if they want to here. And we'll just hold tight on this particular screen and see how things go. Okay, yep, we're good. We are good. Good evening, good evening, good evening. We'll give folks a minute here. I'm still trying to pull up another screen so that I can look at the slides ahead of time a little bit. But I've put this off long enough, and I started to do something funny with it and realized I don't have enough time to do this, so we're just going to do it live and see how it goes. And I've seen a lot of people who have theories on how things are going to go, and I always find those fun because contests have a way of, well, just a bunch of crap going. This is going to be, when I go through this right now, it's going to be a straight cut, but then on the thread, I will post a kind of a top 10 there. And then if you want to know your place and how things shook out, we'll certainly do that. Yeah, I'll order the top 10 for you, Ariel. I'm not going to do it during this stream. You'll see how I'm going to do it. And then I'll put on the in the thread the top 10. We'll give folks just another minute here. Hang on here. My wife is trying to call me as soon as I start. Isn't that amazing how that works? Hang on just a second. I'm going to call her really fast. Okay, we got that handled here. Let's just see if I'm right on where I am, like mine does. Sorry, I'm catching up. Approximately right. Would guess 9 to 13. All right. Well, I think we've given folks enough time here, so it looks to me like you guys should be seeing the splash screen here. Yep, that's what you're seeing. Well, here's how we left things last time in our little video with Hans, our lovely producer for that one. It was kind of garbage, but life goes on. These were the courses that were eliminated up to this point. We have Meadowbrook Country Club, Bastion Bluffs, Sable Sands, yeah, it's got to be Sable. The Jabberwocky with his snicker snacking and whatnot. The Great Gatsby, Typhon Peak, Melrose, Smoky Ridge, Deep Southern Greens, Taroko Reserve, and Stony Point. Those were our first ones out. Now, normally, we would have then just gone to a top 10, but we had a few that were kind of on the bubble. And when we saw that, we said, okay, let's include a few more of these, and we're going to kind of do a cut down just for these bubble, who's going to be in the top 10. So we had a vote on that. And then after that, we went to determining the top 5, and now we're in the process of ordering the top 5. So it's been a process going down. I've kind of filled in. I will be honest with you. I have jumped into judging to help because Dario has been a little busy, specifically with his golf career, and he has not had he has not had a ton of time. So I've gone ahead and chipped in my 2 cents worth. He knows that, and he says that's fine, rock on. So what are the courses that are still in the hunt? I guess that's the question, right? So the ones that we are going to go through today are these: Windjana, St. Cyrus, Ganglesy. I'm going to mispronounce these. Just deal with it. Lake Sophia, the club at Wyndham Ridge, Troubadour, Pacific Spirit, the Cabernet Club, Old Rocky Top, Raynor Ridge. I still am struggling with this one. I haven't ever looked up how he wants to pronounce it. I'm just going to call it Areola. There we go. Good old Nipple Golf Club. Spectrum on the Sound, Helmsley Golf Links, and Nikita Pines. So that is where things sit right now. So how I'm going to do this, as I go through here, hang on, my silly thing is not keeping up with me. As I go through this, I am going to introduce 2 courses that are cut, and then 1 that has made it to the top 5. Then 2 courses that are cut, Naked Arch Pines, correct. Nikita, that's what I said, I don't know. Then 2 courses that are cut and 1 that makes it, and then we'll slow it down as we go. But you will see on the next page 1 that appears in red, and that 1 will be cut. If it is in green, it makes it through, okay? So that's how we're going to do this. The first one that is going to be cut today is the club at Wyndham Ridge. I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of comments in that, simply because I do not have them in front of me, and they will be provided to the designers at that point. But the first one out today is the club at Wyndham Ridge. Green for good, red for bad. What is this madness? It's a lot of different things, but that's okay. That's all right. We're going to go through 1 more that has been cut down. And if you guys have reactions and you see things that are, iffy or whatnot, go ahead and comment and holler about it. And that is Winjana. Winjana did not make it through. These are not in any order, by the way. I am just skipping through these. So our first 2 out today are the club at Wyndham Ridge and Winjana, which means it's time to see the first one to make the top 5. Who's our guess as the first one that's going to make the top 5? Somebody at least give me 1 guess before I reveal it. First one into the top 5. What you got? I'm just waiting because my chat is a little behind, I think. There are 5, so you think Ariola is going to be the first one into the top 5. What else you got? Naked Arse. If you hate everything about the judges, be sure to let us know. Yeah, that's a good job. Meadowbrook's already out, Kessler. Come on now. Cabernet is a good vote. Okay. The first one through to the top 5 is St. Cyrus. St. Cyrus Golf Club is through to the top 5. Way to go, pithy Dr. G. I know you're on sabbatical and you're doing a bunch of research with a bunch of idiot people that you have to teach, so keep after it. All right, the next one that is out, and here we're going to have a little surprise here based on what I saw a minute ago. The next one out is Aotearoa. Aotearoa. Let's just pronounce it that way. Red is out. Green is in the top 5. That's what we're doing, Spartan Fortnite. We're cutting this down to 5. Then I'll give a top 10 in the thread, and you'll be able to see it there. But right now, we're just determining the top 5. So we've got 4 out. Time for number 5. Troubadour. Troubadour Country Club is also out. So we're at 4 out, and I'm sure there are going to be some times here and over the next few where people are going to go gasp and grab their pearls and say, "Oh my, I don't know what's going on anymore." And it will hurt their feelings a great deal, but that's okay. Feelings get hurt. It's a contest. You'll move on. All right, so we're ready for the next in the top 5. Who's the next? Okay, well, later. Who's the next one in the top 5? And if you're out, just trust me, you guys are going to get all your judging and everything. This is not being done in any order. You're going to get all that stuff. So just hang tight. Who's the next one going through? The old It's a Contest line. We're saying Raynor. We're saying Old Rocky Top. I don't know. Let's just go. Pacific Spirit Golf Club by one Crazy Canuck 1985 is the next one through into the top 5. Pacific Spirit Golf Club. And when I go through and do the top 5 on these, I am going to give some of my own opinions a little bit when we go through the final, and there will be some funnies, and it'll be an enjoyable thing. I'm already working on it. But Pacific Spirit makes it through. So let's keep trucking then. Who is the next one out? That would be Old Rocky Top. Old Rocky Top did not make the top 5. And again, when you see all the rankings come out, you'll see kind of how close things got here at the end. But Old Rocky Top is out. Followed quickly by Spectrum on the Sound, also not making the top 5. Now here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you one more that's in. Then we're going to go to one out, one in, and then boom for the last two. Okay? Yeah, boo for Rocky Top being cut. Boo. That's okay. Everybody has their own opinions. Trust me, even among the judges, I mean, it was all over the place. So the next one that makes it through is Raynor Ridge Country Club into the top 5. And again, I can't wait to share some of my thoughts on these as we go further. But Raynor Ridge Country Club, Joe Golfer, making it through to the top 5 with a very outstanding effort. Very well done. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one out, one in, and then on the last two, I'll reveal them both at the same time. And this ought to be interesting. So let's see. One out is Helmsley Golf Links. Helmsley did not make it through, Eric. I am sorry to say, but it was a good course. I liked the ideas you tried there. It was an enjoyable round. And I think you enjoyed trying some different things there, which is always a good thing. And now we're going to do one more out, I think. And that is... Oh, nope, I did it backwards. Oh, well, I did one in. Ha-ha! Lake Sophia. Lake Sophia Golf Club makes it in. Oh, crap. Lake Sophia makes it into the top 5. Now, here's where things get interesting. I want you guys to look at this. We'll see how this goes. We've got Ganglesi, we've got Cabernet, we've got Nikeda or Nekadars, or however you want to say it. And we've only got one spot left here. So the next one out is Ganglesi, if that's how you pronounce it. Ganga, correct. Now comes the fun part. I've already seen some people saying, oh no, Cabernet didn't make it. What do you think? Which one is in? Cabernet or Nekeda? Or Nekeda? Or Nasida? Yeah, close enough. He had a good run. Magnolia National. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I meant deep, deep. We're saying Cabernet is in. So Cabernet. Anybody else? We've got a couple Nikeda. We've got a couple Cabernet. We've got another one from Mayo. Well, here you go. The Cabernet Club. Matt F27 makes it in. And you're right, Ariel, that is the thing. Difficulty did come into it. You will not believe this, there were some that caused some very strong opinions back and forth. And again, I will go through that later. But Cabernet makes it through and Nikeda did not. So that gives us a final 5 of the Cabernet Club, Lake Sophia, Pacific Spirit Golf Club, Raynor Ridge, and St. Cyrus. Now, here's the deal. Oh, there were plenty of arguments. There were some strong sentiments, and I will be honest, as the contest runner, I wasn't in charge of judging. I wasn't in charge of telling people what to do. But I went in there a couple of times and I said, guys, if you have differing opinions, that's great. But so far, you're not changing anybody's minds and you're being assholes. So let's not do that. Otherwise, you're not going to get in on the judging or the contest thing going forward. So maybe tone it down just a touch. And I think when the people who didn't make it in get their comments, there will be some surprises. There were some things that people took off for more than others, a great deal, including difficulty was a big one with it being a CC contest, but just some little technical things here and there. Now, that being said, you have to admit that these top 5 courses here are all very good courses. Yes, I did. I put Lake Sophia wrong. I 100% did. And that's because I'm a drunken moron. So you can yell at me all you want later, Cinder. We will get that fixed going forward. Actually, I'm going to make it, really huge. Sophia, just like I put it in there. I have a little girl, so all I think of is like the little Princess Sophia. And that was my point, B101, is that the top 5 who are here may not be the top 5 you want, the top 5 you agree with. Your winner may not even be in here, but these top 5 are 5 courses that definitely had a chance at winning this. Even if you were to include the top 10, any of these 5, you would say, yeah, okay. Maybe you don't think so. That's totally fine. I would look at this, and I think I'm allowed to say this at this point. I would look at this and say, yeah, this wouldn't have been, if I just did my top 5, this wouldn't be it. But that doesn't matter because it's a panel of judges and everybody had a say in it. So that being the case, here's where things stand. Now, I am going to put a top 10 together in the thread so you can see how those ranked out. We will know the winner here pretty quickly, and then I want them to give me a couple of days to put together kind of an interesting reveal. And with some of the things going on with HB right now, there is some very good comic fodder to be had. And if you guys don't want any comedy involved in it, then you tell me ahead of time and I'll just be serious and boring, and that's totally fine. If you do want comedy involved, I can make that happen. Anyway, I appreciate it. That is the end of this particular reveal session. It's been about 17 minutes, which is about as far as I wanted to go. But I think we'll have a good time with the end here. So I'm going to sign off and update the thread as best I can here in a little bit. Hans may or may not be back. I think he may be replaced. You like this infinity thing here? He may be replaced with a group of lawyers, and I'll let you guys figure that part out later. But, you know, there are certain things we can and can't say on stream now, it seems. So we'll see how the lawyers do with us next time. Thank you much and have a good day.